Okay, welcome everyone to our session. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sirin bin Brahim. I'm part of Let's Connect working group. I am the MENA liaison in the group. It's a pleasure to have you in this learning clinic. It's our second learning clinic about mastering the CapEx tool. If you haven't heard about this tool, if you want to know more about this tool, this is the perfect platform and session for you for today. So we have for our speakers the CapEx team. We have also here Amanda, who's representing that team from Wikimedia Brasil as well. So for our agenda today, we're gonna start with an introduction as usual about Let's Connect, and then we're gonna have a fun icebreaker. And then Amanda will introduce CapEx tool to us and the historical context. And then we're going to have group reflection for 30 minutes. And then we're going to have feedback and closure as well. So for those who are joining our learning clinic for the first time, Let's Connect is a peer learning program that is operated as a joint community foundation initiative. We are here to have a good time, and this is a rule. We make people feel comfortable and confident, and we believe that we always have something to learn from anyone, no matter the experience. And that's why you see different people joining and different speakers as well in our learning clinics. Now, if you want to contact any person for any safety concerns, or you just want to contact the team, you can see us. You can identify us by our names. So we're named LC members or Let's Connect, so you can contact the team. Now you might ask, why are we here today in this learning clinic? Well, we have three main points or objectives. First, we want to introduce participants to the CapEx tool and highlight its main benefits. We want to explore the collaboration between the Let's Connect team and the CapEx team. And obviously, we want to demonstrate how to use the Skill Directory and CapEx tool for matchmaking and progress tracking. We expect participants by the end of the learning clinic to be able to navigate the CapEx platform and use it to form meaningful connections, and also to understand the partnership between Let's Connect and the CapEx team and how it supports collaboration. Now, I know that you want to go and learn about the tool, but before we dive into CapEx, let's celebrate some small wins together, big or tiny, personal or professional. We have one question that we want you to take a moment and think. What's one recent win, whether it was personal or professional, that you are proud of? And you can answer either using the Canva link that my colleague are gonna share in the chat, or by putting your answer in the chat box, and then we're gonna take it to Canva. I also want to remind everyone that we have interpretation available into Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, so you can just switch to your language. Gonna go to Canva. Can you see my Canva screen?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, let's take some time. I want you to think any celebration or anything that you want to share with us, anything that you're proud of. Do not hesitate. Just write it down there. We want to know more. Oh, we have an answer saying coming back to research after becoming a mother. Amazing. I mean, after becoming a mother, that's the biggest achievement, and then going back to research. Wow. Cassie saying started Amoral and I'm almost done. Started learning Open Refine tool and a new language for me, French. Oh là là, Chino. Très bien. We have oh, Justice said I want to check my weight over the weekend and I am about 100 kg down from 150, 117 few months ago. That is amazing, Justice. Can you share with me your diet plan? Or with us? We have an answer saying being in Nairobi, Wikimania. Yeah, that was my first Wikimania as well. Any other achievements? Take some time and think. Oh, just the saying that the diet plan is OMAD, 1 meal a day and lots of water and skipping. Wow. We have another answer. Overcoming social anxiety and applying for roles that seem interesting to me. Mm. Any other answers that you want to share? Chino said, I registered for CapX. Amanda, I think we should celebrate. I see we have read all the answers. I think these are very amazing achievements. And see, we already have um, a board of achievements just like these wins. CapEx is about building on each other's strength and making connections. So let's carry on that energy forward. And we want to move on to learning what is CapEx and how does that tool work. So I'm going to hand it over to Amanda.
Thank you so much. Let me, can you share the slides, please, Serene? It will be better, then I can follow my notes, because since English is not my mother tongue, other language, tongue is a is the word in Portuguese that we also use. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll try to speak slowly today. My name is Amanda Jurno. Thank you so much for having. Thank you so much for those that came to be with us today. I am the current project manager of Capacity Exchange, and I am also a volunteer member of Wikimedia Brasil. That is the affiliate that is currently coordinating this project. So I also want to present the amazing team that has been developing this tool for the past 3 years. They are Alan Rodrigues as our UX UI designer, Alberto Leôncio, Guilherme Gutz, Letícia Nascimento, and Victor Góes, that are our software developers, and Victor Lopes, that helped us review the English, since it's not our mother language. I also want to present you to Benny Lin, that is from Indonesia, and Joris Darlington, that is from Ghana, who are currently our amazing community outreach facilitators that can help you in your language, in your own languages. So we also have counted on Vix Friso, Nivas Hamisetti, Rita Malik, Vyotsa Merdani, Tochi Precious on the past, are still outreaches in their horde. And I also followed the path delineated by Angie Inácio, that was our first project manager. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you have fun and you learn a little bit about the soul. This tool have changed so much in the past few months. So even if you already know the tool, I believe you will hear some new things about it and see it in another way. So let me know if you have accompanied this process. So can you pass, please, Rin? To begin our conversation, I would like to show you this small promotional video that we produced specifically for the launch of the new version that happened on March of this year. Can you play it, please?
Yes, just a second.
Imagine a world in which every single Wikimedian can freely share in the sum of all capacities. With Capacity Exchange, that is possible. Capacity Exchange, also known as CapX, is a platform for finding and connecting with peers to exchange knowledge and skills on a global level. CapX's goal is to make it easier to discover information surrounding the Wikimedia ecosystem and find people who can help you build capacities innate to our movement. Capacity Exchange offers an open, free, and safe space designed specifically for peer exchange and is compatible with the values of Wikimedia. In just a few clicks, you will be able to select the skills you want to share and learn. With that, you are ready to explore and look for someone who matches your needs. Within the platform, you will also find useful information about affiliates and initiatives from the Wiki universe in their organization profiles. Capacity Exchange was built as mobile first, is accessible for all groups, and doesn't require much internet capacity, thinking about the needs of the Global South. The platform is multi-language by being connected to Translate Wiki and complies with the privacy and security settings of Wikimedia projects. CapX is the tool that every Wikimedian has always dreamed of, a place to map and find different kinds of people and information of interest on a global scale. Come, create your profile and start sharing at capex.toolforge.org.
Thank you so much. Next slide, please. So this is our promotional video, and you can add the closed captions on your own language since it's hosted on Commons. So here's the link on the chat, and the channel thank you posted here for us, so you can add your own language if you want to. So the Capacity Exchange team, here is a picture of us. I do not have Benny Lee and Joris in this picture, but here is the development team that works with Wikimedia Brasil. So on the top, from the left to the right, you see Vitor, Alan, Eder Porto, that is a manager within Wikimedia Brasil, Alberto Leôncio, Letícia Nascimento, Guilherme Gutz, and I, Amanda Jurno, at the end on the bottom. And Benny Lee and Joris, here are their names as well. And I can share, I think Let's Connect team will share you the link to this presentation, and you can click on the names to go directly to the people's user talk pages. Next slide, please. So the Capacity Exchange is a platform designed by and for the Wikimedia movement that allows for decentralized capacity building. It offers an open, free, and safe space designed specifically for peer exchange and is compatible with our values, the Wikimedia values. Following Wikimedia Brasil design and development principles, the tool was built as mobile first, is accessible for all groups, and is multi-language by being connected to Translate Wiki, Metabase, and Wikidata. We part from the recognition that the knowledge and skills required for community capacity building are already within our reach among us. All we have to do is to map and connect these Wikimedians so they can support each other. Yes, I will. Next slide, please. So before I present you the current version of the tool, in which we try to incorporate all the community feedback we received since its first launch on Wikimania 2024, I would like to present you to the project of Capacity Exchange. So the idea behind it dates back to the same time as discussions about the movement strategy, around 2016, a group of people began discussing how to organize information about the movement, skills, and abilities, and how to make people who wanted to share their skills to find those who wanted to learn, addressing the largest missing item on the movement's toolbox, peer support. So the first development cycle of the tool itself began in 2021, when a group of European affiliates received the Movement Strategy Initiative grant from the Wikimedia Foundation. A year later, a new cycle began when the project received a new MSIG grant, now for a period of 2 years, and to be coordinated by Wikimedia Brasil. Next slide, please. This second cycle of development would have ended in June of this year, but with all the changes that were happening within the foundation's funding channels and in the MSIG line, for example, and with the desire to develop and consolidate the integration of Capacity Exchange and Let's Connect, profiles to consolidate the integration of Let's Connect profiles within the Capacity Exchange, the Wikimedia Foundation decided to give the project 1 extra year. So Capacity Exchange still is and will continue to be coordinated by Wikimedia Brasil until June 2026. After that, the project will find a new home with an affiliate or a hub. We don't know it yet. So we are still negotiating and talking to interested parties. So those interested in discussing this future coordination and this future funding can contact us directly. You are very welcome to do so, even with suggestions of open call for proposals and anything about fundraising as well. So this second iteration of Capacity Exchange is coordinated and administered by Wikimedia Brasil with the guidance of an international advisory committee. You can also be part of this committee if you want. You just have to be a member of the Wikimedia community and you have to nominate someone to be your representative. So come talk to me and we can discuss it more about it. All this information can be found on our meta page, and I'm going to share the link here for you. And the link is also on the slides. Next slide, please. Browse the tool together in a bit, but it's important to explain the main reason of our meeting today, that it's Let's Connect and Capacity Exchange. What does it mean? It means that from now on, all the Let's Connect profiles will be centralized on the Capacity Exchange tool. So these two initiatives have been working together since the idealization of Capacity Exchange, and the desire to integrate their profiles dates from the beginning. So we want Capacity Exchange to be this social technical solution related to capacity building for all the Wikimedia movement. And this is starting with Let's Connect. For the past year, we have been collaborating and negotiating, passing through all the steps involved in such an integration, and we finally succeeded in deploying it. It's a dream came true. So Capacity Exchange is a great space for Let's Connect profiles because it offers an interactive, user-friendly, and searchable tool interconnected with capacities of the movement and designed to give users a great time navigating it. We are now passing a process of integrating that already existing profiles into the Capacity Exchange tool. So Let's Connect participants will have a period of time to integrate their information available on Meta into a new or already existing CapEx profile. We developed a button that pulls all the data from Meta and transforms it into Capacity Exchange data. After clicking on the button, users may review and complement their information before saving it. And after that, they will not see that button again. Also, from now on, all the Let's Connect members, those that want to join the program and have not joined yet, must register through Capacity Exchange. To do that, you need to create a new user profile and fill your information on the special form at the bottom of the user editing page, and I will show you how. It's important to stress that all the sensitive and personal information filled in the special form will not be saved on Capacity Exchange database. It will be sent directly to a database that is only accessed by the Let's Connect team. So now let's browse the tool together. Let me share my screen with you. Okay. So here you are seeing it. So the Capacity Exchange platform is the place where all the user groups, initiatives, programs, and users converge, and at the same time from where they all part. It is the place to find the best match for all your needs, someone who can have your back and help you figure out how to handle your issues, be they technical, social, or even organizational needs. On CapEx, you'll find the help to build your capacities in the way that better suits all the parties involved. You can discuss the ways of connecting through our message feature. I'm going to show you. Or ask a help of a peer support program, as Let's Connect, for example. It's up to you. So let me show you. Once you put this address, capex.toolforge.org, you will see this page. So this is the home page of the Capacity Exchange. Here you can see the video again, and you can create your account here. And here are all our information, our documentation on Meta, our privacy policy, our GitHub link, and our page on MetaWiki. So let's click on login. Oh, another important information. We kept everything about users behind the login. Why? To make it more difficult for scrappers to get this information. This is safe. We do not show or store any personal or sensitive information, but even though we decided to do that for one more security level. So if you're not logged in, you can still browse the Capacity Exchange, but you will be only able to see the organization list and the events, okay? So to see the users, you have to log in. So you can log in and you will be redirected to the unified login on MetaWiki. And you have to allow the OAuth extension to do the login with your Wikimedia Unified account. And this is the home page when you're logged in. You can click on Explore, or you can click to go on My Profile. You can also use this menu on the right side of the screen and see all the things that are available on Capacity Exchange. And since our last clinic, there is another novelty. So we have this data analytics page that wasn't available before, and now it is. So you can see the Capacity Exchange is also always changing and with a lot of news. We have a current bug that is not updating at all time the number of users. So we are now with 695 profiles, and we are addressing this with the development team, but the rest is still working perfectly fine. You can see the mainly used languages within the platform. You can see that English is the main used. We have also Spanish, Brazilian Portuguese, Indonesian, French, Igbo, German, Italian. We have also the territories that are that have more users. So we have a great representative on Sub-Saharan Africa, Latin American, Caribbean, and ECAP. And we can see the number of people in each capacity, either of each group of capacities, either on learners or sharers. So we can see that we have a lot of learners, people who want to learn organizational structure and who want to learn technology. And there are a lot of people wanting to share communication and organizational structure. So you can browse it later and see a little bit more of the capacity pool that is available on Capacity Exchange. So let's go to my user profile. You can see that I have 2 organization profiles here that I help to administrate. If you want to have your organization, user group, or project to have organization profile, just let me know and I can give you access and you will be able to edit as I can edit, for example, Wikimedia Brasil. So here is the profile of Wikimedia Brasil and I will go on details after. But first, let's go to the Capacity Exchange user profile. So this is how a profile looks like. It has a mini bio, it has some badges, it has the wiki birthday that is automatically pulled from your account. It has the capacities known, those that I know already, those that I am available to share, those that I wanted to learn, the languages I speak with all the fluency. If you have an alternative Wikimedia account, you can add it as well. Here are my affiliations. Here are my territory, and you can see that I chose to put only my territory on this or the distribution adopted by the Wikimedia Foundation. But if I want, I can put that I am from Brazil as well. Here is my Wikidata item, the project that I am interested in, and here is a place to talk to me. So if you are interested in my profile and you see that I might help you with something, then you can click here and you will be redirected to the message feature. The message feature works with MetaWiki. So there are the same functionalities of the MetaWiki way of connecting. So if the person you are sending a message to, that is Amanda Jurno, and you yourself has an email account connected to your Wikimedia profile, then you will be able to send an email to this person. If you don't have an email or the person doesn't have an email connected to the Wikimedia Unified login, then you can send a user talk page message. Then you can write the subject of the message itself, and then send the message. And here is the information of how the message is going to be sent. And you confirm it and send, and you will see it here on your log of messages. You can see that there is no information on the subject of the message or the content of the message saved on the database. We only store the information on who you send the message to, if it was sent, and the method you used to do, and the date. So it's only a log of the information exchanged, not the content of the message. This is really important for us because it reaffirms our compromise with the security and the anonymity and privacy of users. So let me show you how to edit the user profile. Here is a place to choose your avatar, and this is a question that we always receive, that why some people have images and others don't. Capacity Exchange was built to have avatars only, but in trying to accommodate user profiles, we pull the image profile from Wikidata. So if you have an Wikidata item that happens to have a photograph of yourself, you can click on here and the tool will automatically pull it from Wikidata. I can share more information about it on our Q&A session, but I will pass it now. Here is a place for you to delete your profile as well. We follow the GPDR. I forgot the words. That is the law of preserving data. So if you delete your profile, all your information will be deleted from Capacity Exchange database. We will not store anything from you, not even the register that you have once on this database. So here's a place to edit your badges, your mini bio, your capacities, and you can browse it later. What I want to show you here is our main star of the day, the Let's Connect feature. So inside your editing profile page, there is this special form hidden inside. That is the form that was built to connect information the Let's Connect team needs to connect with you. Why it is on a special form? Because Let's Connect team needs to get some sensitive information as the full name, email address, and for example, gender, age, and all the information that you put inside this form will be sent directly to the Let's Connect team. It will not be stored on Capacity Exchange database. So if you want, you can edit later and you can update, for example, your name or maybe your address, or if you change your role. And once you filled the obligatory questions, that is your email address and your main role in your group, you can update your profile, and here is some disclaimer on this, and then you confirm and send, and it will be sent to the Let's Connect database. I don't know if you were able to see here, there is a message that failed to submit. That is because I didn't fill the obligatory information that I needed to fill, so that the tool will not let me send this to Let's Connect. Okay, so once you filled perfectly, once you click and you fill the obligatory information, you send your information to Let's Connect, you need to save your profile to send this to Let's Connect. So even if you haven't changed anything on this capacity exchange outside form, you have to click on save. So once you click on save, then you have a message here saying that it was updated successfully. Then it will be sent to Let's Connect team. Here is the capacity directory. Capacity directory features a structure of capacities organized in cards. So we have these cards: organizational structure, communication, learning and evaluation, community health, social skills, strategic management process, and technology. All they are organized in subcategories. So under technology, we have, for example, donation, data donation. If I want to see what is a data donation, I can click on this information icon, and I see here the description that is pulled from Metabase, our partners. So Metabase offers the possibility of putting a description that is specifically tailored for Wikimedia. So here is this description. If you click here on the key ID of Metabase, you will be redirected to the item on Metabase page. If you click here on the QR code of Wikidata on key ID, you will be redirected to the item on the Wikidata. So coming back here to the capacity directory, you are seeing that each card shows its key ID and its descriptions, and these capacities are the main function of the tool, because user profiles, organization profiles, and events are organized around them and filtered around them. So if you click here on Explore, the tool will take you to our Explore feed with all the people that put this capacity within their profile. So that's why it's really important for you to fill in your capacities, unless you will not be visible inside the tool. We are interested in connecting people that want to learn with people that want to share. So if you don't fill in your information on these capacities that you want to learn and share, you will not be able to have matches, and people will not see you. So it's really important for you to fill the capacities and also the languages you speak and your territory as well. Again, you can choose to put your territory as a region, or you can choose to put it as a country. Let's see, for example, here, this profile, Yesh Gupta has put that he or she is living in India. And these others have chosen to put their regions. So here you can see that, Afandi Murad speaks English. I can connect with him or her, so I will click on the profile and I can see more information about this person, and I can decide to connect. So I can come here and click on Let's Talk, and the tool will fill in its name for me. So it's really easy to connect. And if Afandi Murad decides to answer the email to me, let's see if he or she has an email. Yes. So if he or she decides to answer me through email, then I will be able to see his or her email, as the same way that it occurs on Wikimedia connection tool. If he or she wants to keep it on Wikimedia, then he or she can answer me on my user talk page and keep the conversation there. Once you send an email to someone, you will always have a copy of the message on your inbox, okay? If you leave a message on the user talk page, it's the same within the Wikimedia, that it's always there in the history. So there is also here a list of saved profiles that are those that I saved to look at later. So for example, I saved these people to look at later, and this is a bot. So for example, a bot that we use to test some things. I want to delete it, so I click on delete and it's vanished. Another important thing, you can report bugs, you can see events. There is a feature that is starting to grow and we are wanting to expand it a little bit. As you can see, we have already 3 events here. The events can only be created by organizations so far. So if you are a member that can administrate an organization profile, you can create an event inside Capacity Exchange. And what's the good thing about it? It's because you can browse and filter events by capacities. There is something that you cannot do on Meta, for example. And another important thing, let me go back to Capacity Directory and show you that this is a multi-language tool. So I will ask you some patience because I'm going to change the language. And since we do not store cookies and other navigation data, we only store some cache information. The tool will have to pull all the information from Wikidata and Metabase again, so it takes a little bit to change the language, but it doesn't take that much. So you can see that the tool already changed language. So if you come here on the menu, you'll see that the tool has already changed it to Portuguese. So you can see the menu in Portuguese. And for example, once it pulls the information here, let me go back to the profile so you can see it. Yeah, it's still pulling. You can see that it changed everything. So here is the report of activities, the capacities, the territory, the main projects of this organization, the news that are shared through GIF, and the organization can pull them by adding the tags used on GIF. There are some documents also that the organization wants to share, and the organizations can have a space for contact. So they can put their meta page here, their email, and if they have a website. So let's go back to the Capacity Directory. I think it has. Yes, it have pulled all the information, so you can see that is in Portuguese now. And perhaps you are navigating here and you find that, let me see if I left anything. Yes, I left this untranslated. And then you click here and you see, wow, this is not translated. Let me see. You click on the icon, information icon, and you see it's in English. Wow, how can I translate it? And then you can see a box here and it says, translation needed. We look for help. It didn't find this capacity on your language, on the selected language, help us translate it on Metabase. Then you can click here and it will be redirected to Metabase to share your translation within the community. Also have, and I'm gonna leave more space for us to talk about the tool. But before, I want to show you that we also have a space to share information on your meta page. So here is my meta page, and at the bottom of it, you have a box that was made especially for capacity exchange, and it pulls my capacities. So it's a way of displaying what you know and what you are available to do. And you can see that here we do not display the wanted capacities, only inside the tool. And we also have a space of recognition that you can show the badges you have. You can translate this section or our capacities also through Meta. So if you prefer to use the Meta translation tool, you can come here on this box and you can click and you will be redirected to the translation tool inside the Meta. So you can see that the tool is in English and it pulls the information of my profile. So I can put here, for example, Portuguese do Brasil, that is Brazilian Portuguese. And here it shows me everything that is not translated yet. So I can come here and say, it is desenvolvimento de pessoal, staff development. Then I publish the translation and it is translated. Then a tool will pull this information and will translate it on Metabase for you to help you. So let's go back and teach you how to add this box to your profile. And it's pretty simple. You just need to go on edit on your profile and you add this. Give you some zoom and you can see it. I forgot how to say this in English. It's Chaves in Portuguese. So you put this sign that I forgot the name, then capacity exchange all together with the big letter in C and big letter in E. And then you just publish the changes and the tool will be shown here on your meta page as well. So the last information that I want to share with you before we can talk more about the tool, I will talk about some badges that once you start navigating the tool, you will find that some people have some badges that you do not have. And that's why we are pulling the badges. Let me use Bookie 6508 profile to show you what I'm talking about. So she or he has these other badges that once you enter your profile editing page, you see that are not available to you. And that's why, and that's because these badges are earned through Let's Connect. So if you want to get these badges, you have to become a member in Let's Connect to earn them. And all the badges that you earn on Let's Connect will be showed and displayed on your user profile. We can also talk about if your organization wants to have a special badge. So we can also talk about that as well. And I will stop sharing my screen and I'll ask Serene to come back to the slides, please. Please, template with curly brackets. Thank you, Shinu. So, to really achieve its goals, capacity exchange needs to be used by and be useful to the Wikimedia movement. Here I show you a few ways you can help capacity exchange grow. The first one is to use it. Report any bug or missing features and give us your feedback through time. The tool can be as good as we make it to be. The second one is to promote it. Call your peers to create their profiles and start exchanging globally. You can find our visuals at the Wikimedia Commons by the name of our category or this short link that I will share with you after on these slides. Third, but not least, you can translate it. Being an integrated to translate week, the tool can be easily put into any language. Also, you can also translate the cards as I show you, and it's really easy and simple. You have a plenty of ways of doing that, so you'll find the one that best suits you. Please, the next slide. And to talk about anything about the tool, the team, or the project, you can reach out to us at CapX at wmnobrasil.org. I will put it on the chat. Or you can talk to myself on email, Amanda Jurno at wmnobrasil.org. We also have a newsletter channel on our Meta page through which we share important news. We also have a Telegram group for direct conversation about the tool. And we will soon have a monthly community call to communicate important updates. All our activities are documented on our Meta page that I will also share the link with you. And thank you so much for your time and patience, and we can talk more openly now.
Thank you, Amanda. I'm going to pass it on to the Let's Connect team to facilitate the group discussion for any questions and questions and concerns that anyone here has for Amanda. So I'll pass it on to Bukola.
Okay, thank you so much, Amanda, for that very beautiful presentation. It was really great to also see the new features that was added. I mean, the data analytics. And I was, just while you were speaking, I was also trying to scroll through the profile to see, trying to interact with the page. And I do have some questions, but I'll pause and make space for the participants on the call who might have other questions to ask. We do have an Etherpad that we would be using to coordinate this conversation. I would expect one of the team members to drop that in the chat. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so we've all listened to Amanda. She had spoken about how the CapX tool can help Wikimedians connect to learn and share skill, and also like spotlight your profile as a Wikimedian. And we've also seen the new additional features about the data analytics that gives you the statistics of total users that sign up on the platform, which is over 600 plus. I find that's really amazing to see, given that CapX, even though like CapX has been in existence for a while now, it's really great to see that a whole lot of people are already accepting the platform. And we could see how many Wikimedians from the sub-Saharan region are leading on the profile. So I want to say kudos to everyone from sub-Saharan region that is on this call. And also, this is a clarion call for other Wikimedians in other regions to see how you can continue to amplify the CapX in your region and gets more people to engage with the platform. We could also see how the data analytics has helped to curate the total numbers of sign up according to different capacities, which I think is something very great. I think it also helps us to understand the skill gaps and to see skills that a lot of people are willing to learn and share. And this would really help us get to think about how we want to better use this platform as not just as a learner, I mean as someone who is just new within the wiki space, but also as someone who has been in this space for a very long time, leading projects, organizing projects, right? And yeah, so that just giving like a summary or about what Amanda had said for those who might have joined some minutes into when Amanda was leading a presentation. With that being said, I would like to open the mic for anyone and also the chats who has any questions, comments, or you just have you just want to share a recommendation for the CapX team. And yeah, this is a good space to get direct response to your question.
As people think about what they want to ask, I would like to add something that is on the other clinic. Someone asked about the capacity directory and where it came from. So I think I could share a little bit about it. It came from the skills directory of Let's Connect. So we, on this partnership that goes for a while, we got the work that Let's Connect have done with mapping and translating into names of skills and abilities, the knowledge that is shared among Wikimedians, and we expanded it by dividing some skills on Let's Connect directory into more inside capacity directory, and that is what we have now. But it doesn't mean that it's sufficient, it's not enough, and it really needs to grow. And for it to grow, we need your feedback on what we are missing. So we are doing some partnerships with thematic organizations, the Education Hub, for example, and the Language Diversity Hub, for trying to expand into these ways of collaborating related to education on Wikimedia and related to the language diversity on Wikimedia. So we are planning to open these two big chunks of skills and knowledge and abilities related to these two ways of contributing inside the movement. But we are open to any of you that wants to help us and partner within maybe expanding it to gender, collaborating, or maybe I don't know if you are interested in football, soccer, or sports, or if you contribute about science. I don't know if you have any thematic skills that you think would be great to have on capacity exchange. Please let us know, because the tool needs to be useful for the people who use it. So we are open to developing it, and it's in our planning that we are going to put a button, a space, a field besides the capacity directory, so you can easily put there a capacity that you want to have on the capacity directory.
Okay.
And we will do this, how do you say it? Periodic adding of capacities inside the directory. So you will be able to share it there and help us expand it.
Yeah, so just to like get clarity on the last point you shared, Amanda, And also, just while I'm speaking, I would like participants on the call to start thinking as Let's Connectors, how can the CapX be useful for the work that you're doing? And also building up on the fact that the CapX team had developed these capacities based off the skill directory that Let's Connect develop. So this is safe to say that the Let's Connect has laid the groundwork for what we now have for CapX, right? So as Let's Connectors, this gives us it places us at an advantage, right? Because it's more like, yes, this is democracy and we are the boss. So now we have the space to let the CapX team know that, okay, this is how we want the platform to be useful for our community members, most especially Let's Connectors. So as you're on this call and also maybe off this call, you can also think about how we can make this more meaningful for you as a Let's Connector. And if I'm thinking and just saying this as whether you are a learner or a sharer or you're a newbie that is just coming into the space, and it's even interesting now that the Let's Connect is looking for ways to involve a lot of newbies. So this gives us that opportunity to leverage on CapX as a platform. And just like what somebody called or termed it, they said it's the LinkedIn of Wikimedians. So beyond just using it as a LinkedIn for Wikimedians, where we spotlight our profile, although we don't get to share posts like the way we do on LinkedIn, but here we get to connect beyond the space. And as you can see, there's also a new feature for where you can spotlight your activities, your programs and events as well. So as Let's Connectors, maybe you want to share a skill around communication or maybe something related to technical skills, and you've spotlight your profile on that on CapX. You also have the opportunity to showcase the event itself on CapX, right? And as you can see, the CapX platform is also connected to the various Wikimedia projects, right? Yeah, looking at the cards of the capacities, you see when you click on it on each of the profile, you also see that they are connected to Wikidata items that explain more about the capacities. And what's even most interesting for Let's Connectors is that you can display your badges, right? As you can see, we saw Bookie 658 having a lot of badges, right, over time based on contribution to the Let's Connect as either a sharer, a learner, or a listener, just somebody joining the call, right? Yeah, so it's I highly encourage us as Let's Connectors to see how we can key into what the CapX team are doing and how this is going to benefit us. So yeah, I'll just pause, right, and see if we have any comments. Yes, Amanda.
If you don't ask questions, guys, we are going to keep here talking because Bukola and I, we are the chatters and we like to chat. Just kidding. I wanted to share with you this diagram that we created. I wasn't being able to put it on our meta page yet, but I will share the link. It is on Commons. That shows you how Capacity Exchange can help you connect with people. So you can be a user who uses Capacity Exchange to find user. You can use a user to find Capacity Exchange to find user groups, or you can be a peer support program that uses Capacity Exchange to find users, or you are a user who uses Capacity Exchange to find peer support as Let's Connect. And then Let's Connect will help you connect with other users. So there's a plenty of way of using Capacity Exchange, but you have to use it for it to work. So please, let's use it.
Yeah, thank you for that additional comment. Amanda, yes, okay, Justice has his hand raised.
Yeah, so over the weekend, I keep getting questions on how to connect Let's Connect profiles on CapX. Amanda, I was wondering if you can do a run through again so that we can have that on video, and then that could also be added to our sharing materials. Yeah.
Sure. So here, let me put it in English, and it will take a little bit, maybe. So here is Capacity Exchange, and then you go on your user profile to integrate your profile of Let's Connect with Capacity Exchange. It's taking a little bit to load because I changed the language, so that's why it is taking a little bit. On the second time, once you have already load the language, it doesn't take that long. So let's just wait a little bit. I didn't show you that we have all the pages also in dark mode. So accessibility was one important thing for us, and we are improving. We have a very great grade on accessibility, and all the tool is thought for being accessible and with great contrast, visualization with the right colors. So we really thought about that with adding alternative texts also in all the features. And you can translate all that to Translate Wiki platform. Let's just wait a little bit more and it will load. We are trying to improve that, but since we pull everything from Wikidata and Metabase, it really takes a little bit to do it. Let me just change it here and see if. Oh, come on, go. It doesn't take that long. Is it working? Maybe. Let me log in again. So you log in and you allow. Okay, then you go to our user profile. I shouldn't have changed its languages.
It's always when you're trying to show somebody something, the thing doesn't work.
Yes, it's always like that. It's always like that. The tool was perfectly fine. Oh, then thank you, tool. Okay, so you click on edit, here's the profile. Then if you are an important, the tool does the recognition automatically. So you have to log in with the username that you used on Let's Connect before. If you log in with a different username, it won't recognize you. So this is all automatically done. So you have to log in with your Let's Connect profile, then it will recognize that you have a already existing profile on Let's Connect, and there will be a button here that shows integrate my Let's Connect profile. I doesn't have it here because I already integrated mine. So once you click on this button, it is purple, like this one, it is purple. Then once you click on it, it will pull all your capacities, non-capacities, available capacities, and wanted capacities, the languages, but it will not come with the right proficiency, because this is information that wasn't available on Meta. So you have to edit the proficiency of the languages. It will also pull your affiliation and your territory, okay? So the other information you will still have to add manually. And it's important that you edit all the information that is pulled, because as I explained before, the skills directory of Let's Connect were improved to be on Capacity Exchange. So we divided skills that were on Let's Connect into more specific capacities on Capacity Exchange. So you have to confirm that those capacities are really related to your work. And if you don't want to have them, you just click on this arrow, the X here, and it deletes. And it also deletes. And then you can also add another one. So I now have a pretty good knowledge on finance. So I selected finance and organization, and they put it here. Important, non-capacities are those that you already have. Available are those that you are willing to share. Why is this different? Because maybe I do know about finance, but my voluntary time nowadays doesn't allow me to teach everything. So I am offering myself to teach people about communication. That's what I have time to do on this moment of my life. So I can add here all the capacities that I am willing to share. If I am willing to share everything, I can click on this new button that is important on capacities, and it will duplicate everything that you have on none to your available. You can also add capacities here, but it's important to know that for the tool to allow you to save your profile, you have to have the same capacities here, the same not. To have an available capacity, you have to know it before, because you are only up to share something that you already know. So let me show you that I put learning and evaluation here, and I doesn't have it on my non-capacities. And when I try to save my profile, it will have an error here on the top. That's because I put an available capacity that I doesn't know yet. So I'll take it off, and I will save my profile, and you see that now the tool was saved successfully, okay? So to integrate, you do that, and you just make sure that everything is right here. And you come here and you insert your affiliation on Let's Connect to show people that you are part of the team, of the network. And you come here on this special form. The name of the button is going to be different. It's going to be register on Let's Connect if you are not a member. But if you are already a member of Let's Connect, it will be the name update my registration data. If you are not a member yet, you see all the spaces blank. You will see all the fields open. So you can put all your information. Make sure you put your email address and your role, because they are obligatory questions before you save it. But if you are, as me, an already member of Let's Connect, then you will see they all closed, and you can click just on the field that you want to update. So I want to update.
Oh no, I think we lost Amanda. Amanda, if you can hear me, You got cut off.
Are you listening to me?
You got cut off for a second.
Okay. So where did I stop?
Just right here.
Okay. So I was saying that if you are a new member, you're gonna see all the fields open like this. If you are not a member yet, if you are already a member, then you're gonna see them all closed, and you can click on edit to update the wanted field. So I want to update my email, my age, because I changed it from 34 to 35. So I changed the age range, and I want to change it. So I click here, I change, but to save, I have to re-enter my obligatory information. So I put my email here, Amanda Jurno, and the main role in my group organization, I am a paid staff. So now I am able to update. And here is the policy. You can read it and confirm and send. Well done. Now to finish the process, you must click on Save Profile. So I close the tab and I click on Save Profile. Then my information was sent to Let's Connect team. Again, once you click on Integrate button, then on Save Profile, the button will not show anymore, will not appear anymore. Does that mean that you cannot edit your profile? Of course not. You just don't have the option to pull it automatically from Meta. So you can add anything that you want to add manually. It's up to you. So once you do this process of integrating and saving, then the button doesn't appear anymore. Okay? Make sure you fill in the special form and that you put your affiliation on Let's Connect before you save your profile, and then you are ready to go. Once you save your profile and send your information to Let's Connect, you will see that you have a new badge open for you. That is where paths cross. This badge opens for people that are registered on Let's Connect. So you can show everybody on the network that you are a member of this network by adding this badge to your profile. And it will be shown here on your badges and also on your meta page. See, it just updated my profile. You see, it's really great. So it will also show here that you're a member of the network. So don't forget also to share this user box on your meta page.
Okay, thank you so much, Amanda, for walking us through that process. I think that would really be a good video for us to like do a short clip and share with communities, right? Because it will be really useful for a lot of people who are still struggling to integrate their CapX profile with Let's Connect, given the series of documentation we shared with them in the past and all that. So yeah, and I think this is also a good page for anyone who wants to who is still yet to update their Let's Connect profile on CapX. There's this documentation for you and very easy for you to navigate through. If you can, I would also kindly request you drop the link in the chat. Thank you so much for that. And just giving the space for anyone who wants to comment, who has feedback for Amanda and the Let's Connect team. We have about 5 more minutes to take that. If you have any comments, you can also drop it in the chat. If you don't want to come on mic. Okay, I'll take this silence as, yeah, we are good to go. We now know how to integrate our profile with the CapX platform. And we are still brainstorming, thinking about how this platform can be useful for us as lead connectors, right? And to wrap up, I would like you to give us feedback. We value your feedback. It helps us improve our clinics and every other learning spaces that we organize for community members. Because without you, there will be no spaces like this for the Let's Connect team to even like come together and think of ideas of topics that we want you to benefit from. So please, if you can, and if you will, of course you will, give us feedback. We have the link in the chat, and we'll be more than grateful to have you complete the feedback form. It's very useful to us. And as always, let's continue to connect, collaborate both online, offline, in our various Telegram groups. We have the Let's Connect channel. If you have any ideas, suggestions, you come across any while discussing about CapX, Let's Connect partnership with your community members, and you would like to connect with us separately, then you can also reach us via our official Let's Connect team's email address, which will be dropped in the chat as well. And yeah, we always also have other interesting spaces that you can connect with us. We have the Connect-a-thon coming up November 7th. More details about the Connect-a-thon will be shared as soon as possible. And trust me, you don't want to miss it because it's always very fun, engaging, and a space where you just come together as Wikimedians to catch fun in a Wikimedia way, right? And with that, we've come to the end of today's session. Thank you so much, Amanda and the CapX team, for coming on this space for the second time to talk about CapX and the Let's Connect integration, and to see how our community members are going to think about how this platform can help us as Let's Connectors to amplify the work that we do, even as a learner, sharer, listeners, or just someone who wants to think about how this is going to support their community. And until next time, thank you so much. It's see you next time from me and the CapX and the Let's Connect team. Of course, the CapX team is also here. So thank you so much, and take care.